Hello and welcome to Two Queens Checking In. I'm Theta Valley with my lovely co-host.
Sup, everyone? It's Miss Maxine.
Hello, Miss Maxine.
Hey.
Yeah,
Ah.
so we're here running a little bit late today.
Yes, as usual, but not usually this late.
Yeah, okay. But this is the third time since I've been in quarantine that I have hurt my foot.
Yeah. I actually have to say I was cracking up because Theta sent me a text saying, "Oh my god, I'm going to probably be like 5-10 minutes late." And that's all I read. So I was like, okay, let me know when you're ready. And then I go back to see why we haven't started yet. And then I read the rest and said that she massively cut her foot open and blood everywhere and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, like literally. And then I've bought this stuff because I've got like pterodactyl feet now since I haven't been able to the salon in like however long. And you called the baby foot that's supposed to like let your foot shed like a lizard, I guess. Are you still there? The fuck happened?
can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hello? Theta? Can you hear me? Hello?
Are you there?
I am
Are you
here.
there?
I'm
Oh my
here.
god, what happened?
Can you hear
They
me?
booted you.
Can you
They
hear
booted
me?
you, huh?
Can you
Can
hear
I
me?
can I
Hello?
can
Can you
hear
hear me?
you.
Okay. I don't know what happened. My cords all of a sudden like made a weird sound and it just stopped giving me volume. So I don't know what that was about. Are you there?
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you.
Oh
I don't
my
know what's.
god, what is going on,
Yeah.
Podbean?
Well, all I know was I was talking to you and all of a sudden one of my cords made a weird sound and
Hmm.
then I stopped hearing anything.
Is it
And
on
then,
fire?
no,
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
yeah.
Well,
So
anyways, I was
anyway.
explaining to you that I bought that baby foot stuff for soft and smooth feet that makes your feet like shed like a lizard.
Oh, yes. How did that go?
Well, I haven't been able to use it because I keep cutting my fucking feet.
Well, stop. It's called Wear Shoes.
Well, I'm not gonna wear
Well, yeah.
shoes.
If you want to use this stuff, wear shoes.
Ew.
Or stop being klutzy ass.
Like that's it. I have to stop being klutzy because I mean, what the hell? Trip over everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking echoes back too. That's it. I
Did
gotta
you
buy.
grab a pillow?
No, I try. I got put that the toilet paper here, but it's not working.
I told you a pillow because it kicks the sound around.
I don't.
Why do you never listen to me?
I don't know.
Why? Like, why? Please tell me.
Because I'm a
I
stubborn
actually,
bitch.
I know I'm pretty, so people don't take it seriously, but I mean, come on.
It's not that I don't listen to you. It's that I have ADD and I forgot 15 seconds after you told me.
It's not that you don't listen to me, it's just you don't value my useful opinions.
That is not correct. I
so,
literally forget 5 minutes after you tell me.
so when I go firebombing something in the name of Theta Valley, we'll all understand why. Because
Like,
you don't listen to me.
this bitch. It's my
Oh.
ADD. You know how forgetful I am.
I'll just have to send you texts
I
saying grab a
know.
pillow. I'm telling you, it does a world of good. You don't hear that kickback on my end, do you?
No. Okay, I've
It's
got a
because I'm
pillow.
living. It's because I'm surrounded in a plush pillow environment that
I've
is
got
kicking
I've
all
got
the echo
a
sounds.
pillow. Now what do I do with it?
Okay, so where's your microphone? Is it a headset?
Yeah, it's on my face.
Okay, so just put it like right, kind of like in front of yours, so that way whenever you talk, the volume goes into the pillow.
All
Doesn't have to
right.
be directly in front of your face, but like in front of you enough that it kicks into that.
All right, let me see. No, I still have echo. I think
Okay,
it's
you
this,
need new headphones.
I think it's this headset. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
switch next week. Okay.
yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes, let's actually get on to some topic. Instead of us just working out technical
Like,
difficulties all
"Oh, we're
freaking day
all
long.
fucked. Sorry. Ah." Uh,
Oh,
nobody
this
ever
is
said we were like bitches who were like, talented at
this is our
anything.
this is our 10th episode today, and we're still acting like it's episode 1.
Look, it just takes us a little bit longer to figure things out than other
Yes.
people.
So that just means in a couple more episodes we'll be in our teens, and that means we're going to be rowdy and ignorant.
Right. Oh, yes. I'm
Yeah.
ready to be rowdy and ignorant.
Well, I would say we really already are, but
Give me that ignorance. Let's do it.
gimme bitches. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I did not watch Drag Race yesterday, but I did this morning. Hey.
Nice. It's about time our weekly RuPaul Drag Race that we can, actually talk about.
Hey, I watched it last week too, bitch.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, seriously, it's like 1 in 5 normally.
Okay, but also I forget. I told you this already. So
So the theme of today's episode is Theta doesn't know anything because she forgets it all.
seriously, I don't even know how I do my job at work. Like I'm a project manager. Like I have to know everything. How the fuck do I even do that?
We're gonna need to get you to start taking notes.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna have professional podcast class for you
Oh my god. Okay.
because
Wow.
I'm such a professional. I've been doing this for 10 whole episodes, so I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're like, get your shit together, bitch.
Yes.
One day I will, I promise.
One of these days we're gonna start at 3. We're gonna stay on topic. We're going to, and okay, that's never gonna happen.
Look, I'm the on-air talent. There's supposed to be people behind the scenes telling me what to do in
Girl,
the moment.
I'm the on-air talent too, but I'm also the one telling you what to do behind the scenes.
Shut up, God, bitch! You're calling me out. Like I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyway,
yes.
so now we're done being friends. Let's talk about Drag Race.
Yes. You're in a friend's timeout for 2 minutes. Okay, so let's talk about SheMZ.
This whole episode left me so confused.
Thank you. That was actually the one bullet point that I had about this episode was confused.
Like, what did they see that I didn't?
Well, okay. Let me start off by saying, as far as who did the best, I agree. As far as who did the worst, I agree. However, call me crazy or whatever, but I don't think any of the skits made any sense.
No. None of them were that good.
Yeah, like they're all stars. They should know how to go in and do this stuff and make it make sense by now because they've already been on a full season of their original season. They've been part of YouTube shows and getting cast for different extra things, and that they should be able to go on there and do this correctly.
Yeah, I thought they were all very bland, very all unimaginative.
Yes. I agree with Cracker winning because I think that she did have some of the best pre-planned things to help her go into her skit. But can you explain to me the whole she was leaving a free clinic? Jujubee and her daughter were in jail over a college scam that Cracker was a part of that they never really discussed. And I was like, well, what? Huh?
Yeah, it was all very confusing. Like I don't know.
And then people kept I kept seeing on different social media things about people are talking about how they actually think that Alexis and Shay should have won the challenge, blah blah blah. And I'm like, have you ever watched any of the Real Housewives of anything? Because if you've watched one episode, you know that they screwed it all up.
Yeah, I didn't like Alexis and Shay's. I thought they did really poorly on that.
Yeah, come on. If you watch any of the Real Housewives, there is so much shit you could improv and go off of based on these crazy bitches from all over the world.
Yeah, I didn't
and
think this was that great. No.
Although
I think that India and Mayhem, yeah, they're the ones together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Indiana Mayhem's was funnier than they acted like it was.
Theirs was funny. I think than they got credit for, but I do see where it was one of those. They started off very strong, and then it just turned weird
Yeah, it did.
with the whole like I'm a liquor. Like what the fuck is that even?
I don't know. I
Trying to
kind of
like,
liked it. I was like, yeah, I'm a liquor too. What?
but it's weird. It just didn't. It just didn't need to be like it was. I don't know. It just they. Yeah.
I don't know. I
So
felt like Carson like hit the nail on the head that it was very John Waters esque. Like,
it
you know,
was, but again, it just didn't. There was no clicking. And
yeah, I guess that's
they
it.
started off so strong that they could have done what they were doing correctly and like nailed it and won.
Yeah, that's true.
But they started off strong and just fizzled into a fart.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
like
the liquor thing could have been funnier. They just needed to
yeah.
really deliver it properly.
Yeah, and that was it. I think they just kind of again it was one of those like they shifted these weird gears and didn't really tell the story they were supposed to be telling.
Yeah,
And
but can we talk about Blair St. Clair's runway?
oh, Jesus God.
That was the most amazing interpretation of camo I have ever seen in my entire life.
And I heard somebody critiquing that in one of those like the other drag queens when they critique it was the pit crew or the pit stop with
Uh-huh.
Bob the drag queen in Alaska was featured with her, and they were both like giving her crap about it, saying like, well, that's not actually camouflage, and I'm like, but it really is because she turned herself into a tree,
Right?
and she used camouflage material. Like, what are you not understanding?
Like it's her interpretation of camo, which is outside of the box, yes, but it was
Yeah,
amazing outside of the box and deserved
exactly.
way more kudos than I think it got.
Yeah, like yeah, that's all I can say.
Like that was some brilliant ass, amazing fucking couture fucking bullshit that I loved, and
Yeah.
I worship the ground her camo walked on.
Yes. Yes. I couldn't get enough of it. And honestly, Alexis was the other one that it was just again, it was a brilliant use of
Yes, I like
working the
Alexis
challenge.
too. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. It was beautiful. Now,
Yep.
how about that Morgan McMichaels? Oh my God, my heart was so broken for her at the end when she had to send
I
her sister home.
I was surprised by that a little bit because I thought that they were just going to give her the win so she could deliver the bad news. Hi, Vinny. How's it going today?
Hi,
Vinny just joined our
Vinny.
podcast. You
Sure,
can join the
join the
class, but you
class.
cannot call in. We don't accept call-ins yet.
We could barely figure out how to call it.
Yes. Well, yeah, if you would have been here 10 minutes ago, you would have realized that we had all kinds of shit screwed up on that. But you could definitely type in some comments or questions, and we'll be glad to interact that way for the time being. So
yeah, I was Morgan was shook. She was so upset, and that made me so sad for her that she had to read that she was sending her sister home.
Yeah, and that was one of those. Like I said, as soon as they kind of reiterated the fact that she was such good friends with Mayhem, I just blanked on her name. Sorry. That when she said that, I was like, oh, they're going to let her win so she could give her the card that says her name. But we're talking about the newest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars that just aired on Friday. Vinny just asked what we're talking about.
Well, so that was super sad. But I mean, I guess I'm okay with both of them winning, like Cracker and Morgan, because Cracker turned it out a little bit.
I think that she really did turn it out. And I think that, but I think the reason they gave Morgan the win is so that she could give that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that was just a play to put that divide in their friendship kind of deal. Not that they would literally hate each other over it, but still,
Do you like how Mayhem was like at the end, she whispered to Morgan, "It's okay, girl, we're going to Sizzler."
I know. Because, if you and I were on Drag Race and you had to eliminate me, that would be our conversation.
Yes, we's going to eat. Yes. Go to the Sizzler.
Obviously, though, our our meetup would be slightly different. It would be at the Taco Bell that we're not allowed to talk about anymore. So,
Yes. Get my nacho tit on.
mhm.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, but you know what the thing is? Can I just say, this is like, I mean, Cracker turned it out. She did, as best she can. But
Yes.
girl does dance like a white girl so bad.
She really does. I'm not gonna lie, but she did make it fun. So
She did make it fun.
yeah.
But what's with that thing that she does when she stands on the side and like makes her arm like chug in a motion and kicks her foot up and
Okay,
down?
actually,
I
I have
can't.
no, I have to actually stop you there on that. First off, to Vinny, I just want to say he said he's having a difficult time keeping up with us, and I understand not everybody watches Drag Race, but we do, and we'll talk about other topics as well. So just bear with us for a few more moments. However, going back to the Cracker lip sync and that wind up thing she did, that actually is a very well known drag move.
It is, but she does it
And
terrible. Like
well,
really bad.
honestly, that move is not graceful ever. So she actually is not doing it well. It's something I used to call the drag hop
Yeah.
because I think it was really pathetic and bad. These queens would get on stage and understand a lot of these men dressed in drag are not very ultra feminine, if you can say in reality. So
Right.
so they would wear these like bathing suit looking bodies. It's kind of like Mayhem's outfit on the runway, but with a whole bunch of like sparkle and fringe hanging off of it. And they would sit there and wind their arms up like that and hop across the stage because all the fringe would make it look more like flowy, bouncy movie. But it always looked horrible. Just saying.
But also,
So
if you're just wearing a bodysuit with no fringe, you can't be doing that.
you look like Miss Cracker on the stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like, girl, stop doing the wind up. Stop it.
Yes. So yeah,
Can't with it.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, since we're on the
So
topic of
the gays.
of the gays
The gays. These are the gays of our lives.
in the gay world with our gay host.
Yes. Hey.
um, Today is the 51st anniversary of Stonewall.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Can we get an amen
Mhm.
from Miss Marsha P. Johnson?
Amen, bitch.
Yes.
Yes. And actually, what an appropriate time, too, with the whole, like, Black Lives Matters piece going on.
Yeah.
Because she's just proof how Black Lives Matter. Because if it weren't for her, the gay community would probably still be half under a rock.
It's true. She's the one that threw the first stone in the Stonewall
Mhm.
riots, correct?
Well, it wasn't actually a stone, but yes.
Well,
She threw a shot glass.
brick, shot glass, object. She threw the first
Yes.
object.
I always find it funny because, and I'm not calling you wrong for saying this, because everybody always says she threw the first stone, and I'm like, it was a shot glass and a mirror, but the place was called Stonewall, so I guess throwing
No,
a
it's
stone, Stonewall.
metaphorical. It's
Exactly.
metaphorical. You're not going to be like, she threw the first shot glass because.
I think that is a much better thing to say. Bitch threw the first shot glass. She tried to aim for somebody's head. Granted, she hit a mirror, but
But
she was a drag queen. What do you expect? We ain't basketball players. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just want to give some big props up because this is the last few days of Pride.
Yes.
And, this year's been a little bit different without being able to celebrate in the normal traditional way. But, I think that with the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement that's been pushing to the forefront, I feel like, it really was.
Well, it's pivotal.
Yeah.
And, one of the things that they use to describe the Pride festivities is they always say the first gay Pride was a riot.
Right.
And it's so true because it literally all gay Pride events and our basic freedoms that we kind of have right now and et cetera, all started off of this riot at Stonewall.
Yep. So it's really important, I think, that people understand that, change doesn't usually come from peaceful protest.
No, not at all.
Because the people that have power, they don't give a fuck. They don't
Yeah,
care. They're going to sit there and they're going to hold their power until they have to give a piece of it away because they have no choice. And sometimes it is protesting in the streets and fucking throwing shot glasses that gets the job done.
exactly.
So I want to give an amen to Marsha P. Johnson for
Yep.
understanding that sometimes you got to fucking throw that shot glass to get some
Exactly.
goddamn justice.
So just remember, like I say every other time, it's all because of the gays.
Exactly.
And in this case, it's not just because of the gays, it's because of the drag queens. So you're double welcome on that one.
And she was a trans woman, was she not?
She was, but she was a drag performer. So
Yes, but she was also a black trans woman. So,
yes. Mhm.
girl was trying to fight for her rights of everybody way, way back then. So
Yeah.
we need to get a comeuppance for our black brothers and sisters who have been denied for way too goddamn long.
Yes, indeedy.
And I get an amen.
Amen.
Going to church on a Sunday.
And speaking of Marsha P. Johnson,
Yes.
I cannot talk today. I can never talk, actually. Let's just keep that real. But what about that Jerry Jones, the trans model that got the Calvin Klein Pride campaign?
Oh, yes.
I mean,
girl.
like, I think we need to throw that into the mix, too, talking about.
Not only is she a black trans woman, but she a little thick, too.
I know, I love that.
Did you
Because I'm
notice that?
so sick of these, like, super skinny bitches that keep getting everything.
Look, like, I
I
understand.
understand.
What the fuck
I
happened
don't.
there?
I don't understand. I don't care. I think models come in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to just be a certain cut stereotype.
No, you're right.
You're right.
Ooh, you're really echoey.
Yeah, something
Something bad's going on.
Do you need a second to fix it?
Is that better?
Better?
Yes. Very
Okay.
much.
Okay.
I get it. Like, we got the skinny girls or whatever, and you can't be blaming people for being skinny.
No,
But
I'm not
let's
blaming
get a
people
little
for being
representation.
skinny. I'm blaming people for being fat haters.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Because, and I understand their whole point and concept to having, all super skinny models is it's sample size. Well, okay, but can't sample size be a size 10?
Right?
Like, why do they always have to be a size 0 to 2?
Why we gotta be hungry to fit in the clothes?
Exactly. And especially because she got the Calvin Klein campaign. Like, Calvin Klein sells other sizes other than 0. So good for her. Damn right. She deserves to be a, big, thick, chunky, lovely, beautiful trans woman in an extra large. And on the front page.
Yeah, and she looked gorgeous too. Like, freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, I loved it.
All right, I'm gonna try something really quick because this echo is killing me. I'm gonna dial myself in the way that we bring you in
Oh, okay.
with my AirPods, which are not the best quality, but at least they won't fuck
But it's
fuck
something.
it out.
Yeah, let's give it a shot and see.
Why don't you sing me a song while we wait for the email?
Oh, okay. Why don't I sing? Because any subscribers that are listening right now will be no longer subscribing after that.
Sing me a beautiful song, baby.
I can tell you a lovely story, though, about how I decided to play Makeup Day the other night with my new Jeffree Star cremation palette.
Oh, yes, please.
And okay, so one of the things that I bought, which actually really excited me, was I got the Drug Lord 5th anniversary comeback, where it's the white lipstick from the Liquid.
Oh, yes.
And one of the things I love about the Jeffree Star lipsticks or the liquid lip velour, whatever they call them, is because you put them on and then after a few minutes they actually dry onto your lips, but they don't look dry and chalky. So I love that. But I got the liquid lip velour and the Drug Lord and used that on my eyelid to do the white. Ooh, I was echoey. Are you able to hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I took that and put it on my eyelid, and then I took some of the colors from the cremated palette and did a lovely little quick eye just to, have some fun for a few minutes. And then I wiped it off and forgot to take any pictures. And I was so mad.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I looked at it. I was like, that's pretty, and then I took a moist towelette and wiped it off, and then was like, shit. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what the fuck is happening? There was a pop in the background there.
That's what happened to me earlier.
What is going on? This must be Podbean. I'm blaming Podbean, not us.
If we blow up, we're blaming Podbean. Just saying.
Yeah. And also, just so you know, I have an Echo on a whole different set of headphones and stuff, so it's got to be Podbean, not me.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Bastards.
Yes. Are you still on the call-in feature then, or?
Yeah, I called in.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you mute yourself on the main channel for us then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure you did that, so that way, if there is echo, it's obviously Podbean's fault. So, so when we blow up and you hear an echo, it's all their fault.
Yeah. So, can I tell you what I saw? Yeah. You know how much I hate monkeys.
Oh my god, I love monkeys.
I know, fuck you.
Oh, monkeys are beautiful.
I have been telling you that these things are dangerous and that they're going to kill us. And I found an article today on the internet that the monkeys steal coronavirus patient blood samples from a lab in India.
Wait, what?
So some fucking monkeys broke into a hospital in India and stole the blood samples of coronavirus patients.
Okay. So this is for real?
Yes.
So, like, how would they know to go do that? Like, did, like, Trump, like, pay them off or something so he can, like, keep the man down from, like, coming up with a solution or something, or what?
I've been trying to tell you that monkeys are smart and organized. That's what I should fear them.
I agree, but I mean, like, how would they know to steal that? Like, why would they not go and steal, like, the urine bags or something? Or
well, maybe they're worried about coronavirus.
Maybe they're actually the ones going to come up with the antivirus solution.
Maybe they're like over there, but they're only going to give it to their monkey friends.
Well, either that or that will be how the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Apes happens in real life. They're going to come to us as a civilized unit and say, we created the antivirus. You will be our indentured servants if you want to live.
Yeah, and then you're over here like, monkeys are cute, I love them. And now they're fucking working on being our overlord.
I love monkeys, so they will actually let me be a high-powered slave of theirs. Well, you're the one that just has to be in the shit pits all day because you sit there and smack talk them.
No,
I still love you, monkeys.
I'm running the resistance. This is what I'm doing.
God.
I'm gonna be like fucking Princess Leia. We'll find me a Han Solo and we're gonna fight the monkeys together.
Oh, true mess. I love you.
Let's be real though. Han Solo was hot back in the day.
Okay, you're starting to get really quiet on me.
Han Solo was really hot back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Am I so quiet?
There you go. There, you're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you sounded like you put a toilet paper tube in front of your mouth and started talking for a minute.
Hold on. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you much better now.
No, you can't.
Oh, I did.
I don't know what is going on with this thing today.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can hear you good right now.
Okay. Well, but
yes.
Han Solo was super hot back in the day, so I wouldn't mind getting one.
Was he a monkey?
No, he wasn't a monkey. He was going to help me fight the fucking monkeys. What do you mean, is he a monkey? Do you not know who Han Solo is?
No. Sorry. That's why I was confused, because you said you were talking about monkeys and Han Solo. So I was like, yeah, he's cute because he's a monkey. So,
are you kidding me? You don't know who Han Solo is?
No, I really don't.
Have you never seen Star Wars?
No,
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I've never seen any of it.
Why?
Why do I need to?
Because it's iconic.
I'm iconic. Not everybody's watched me. No, I've never cared to watch any of those. I don't. Yeah, that's my answer. Sticking to it.
Oh my god. You have to watch them. We have to watch them together.
That's like me also having to like football. I don't have to.
You don't have to, but it's
So
such an
there's that.
iconic it's such an iconic movie that's like shaped so much of our pop culture. And
Yeah.
it has though.
It's all right. I pass.
Like, don't you
Today,
want to know
Maxine is problematic, Maxine, okay?
Don't you want to know what people are referring to, like when they talk
No.
about that?
No. I didn't really think that was something people talked about a lot because I really don't have people talking about this stuff.
You probably didn't even notice because you didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, no. So see, what's my problem?
Wow. So like you don't even know who Chewbacca is or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Is he a monkey?
He's a Wookiee.
Is that a monkey?
He's not a monkey.
Well, then, once again, I don't care.
They're like 7 feet tall and covered in hair, though. So, I mean.
So a monkey. See?
Oh, my God. Like, okay, so just. Would you humor me at one point in the future, though, and watch it with me? At least
No,
just the first
I don't. I really don't think I could because nothing about any of that has ever seemed to intrigue me.
Like even if we were together and eating snacks and having fun, because you're the one that says that we could have fun in fucking a hotel in Alabama.
We could, but that's not putting on Star Trek or Wars, whatever one you said.
Star Trek Wars.
Whatever it is, I don't know. That whatever either of those ones, I've never seen any of them. That will probably also give you another nervous breakdown, but.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to push Star Trek on you because that one's a little bit nerdier. And...
I'm too pretty to watch Star Wars. Sorry.
I don't want to, pile the nerdiness on you.
I honestly have a feeling, though, that if you were to put on Star Wars, sorry, I always have to think with them because I forget the names. If you put it on while you and I were together and we had food and all that stuff, I would probably be about 2 minutes into it, probably walk out and go have a cigarette break. Just saying. It's kind of like the same thing with Tiger King. Everybody's been going ape shit because that also is, shaping our modern pop culture or whatever you wanted to say about Star Wars.
Not what I watched actual fact.
I watched like 20 minutes of that show. Of the first episode or whatever, because I think it was more than one. I was so bored off my ass that I had to go and leave and do something.
You're like, I can't with it.
Yeah, I really couldn't. And I tried. I truly tried. I just couldn't do it. So.
All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe if I can get you to drink again in the future.
And it's funny because I actually am very open-minded towards watching a lot of things because obviously, as we all know, but the things that I know that I don't want to watch, I'm very stubborn about that.
You're like, I will not.
Yeah, not gonna happen. You could try to bribe me. You could put $5 million in front of me, and I'm like, no, thanks.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! You tell me you wouldn't do over $5 million.
No, I really don't think I could put myself through that. Yeah, it just does not look like anything that I would ever want to.
2 hours of your life for $5 million.
No,
Dude, I would let a 700-pound sweaty ass man eating a piece of pizza fuck me for 7 hours for $5 million.
Hell, I would do that for $20.
But you're not going to sit through Star Wars for 2 hours for $5 million.
No, I just can't. Sorry. I know it's hurting something in you, but yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, girl, there's this really cute delivery guy wandering around my neighborhood over here. Hello, Mr. Delivery Boy.
I say, do you have a $20 bill to flash at him?
Mama would like a delivery. Why don't you give me your package? Ooh,
Fuck Papa John's. We got Mama Maxine over here. She needs a hot and ready delivery.
Somebody who might last a while though. It's everybody in our age group. I don't know. Do you bang guys in your age group?
Do I what?
Do you bang guys in your own age group?
I bang all ages.
Like you have the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, I just my type is what I think is good looking, and that varies from age to height to weight to whatever. It's just whatever that specific person is. If I find something attractive about them, I'm on it.
I was trying to stick like, to my age range because,
Mm,
I've got 20-year-old kid, right? So
yeah,
a little bit weird for me as a mother to be like, hey, 20-year-old, I could be your mom. Let's bang.
yeah. And see, I have no kids, so for me to get it with a 20-year-old, I'm like, do you want me to be your daddy? You know? So
Because we did celebrate Daddy's Day this year.
we did, and I found me a hot daddy to celebrate with
Oh,
too. Let me
did
tell you.
you?
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
send you pics of him later. He was hot.
you're so lucky. Like the
Thanks.
pickings in my area are real slim.
Oh, honey, you lived in the area I live in. You know what I have to deal with on the daily. It's not
Mm.
like I have it easy. Trust me, I probably go through a lot more work than you to find something.
Are all the pictures on your dating on your apps though of fish?
Wait, what?
Fish.
What do you mean
Are
fish?
all the profile pictures fish?
Why would it be fish?
Yeah, that's the question I've been asking.
No, seriously, I really don't understand what you mean. Like,
These dudes are putting pictures of their fish they catch on their profile picture.
oh, because that's because they're straight men. They think that that's sexy.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and that's like literally like there's pictures of them fishing, the fish they caught, or some other carcass that they have murdered.
Yeah, no.
And
Actually, so as part of the gay community, since it is Pride Month, I will go into that with the whole Grinder app. I was actually talking to two of my friends yesterday, and my one friend goes, "So let me ask you a question." And I go, "What?" She goes, "When you go onto Grinder, is it a whole bunch of people putting emojis of peaches and eggplants all over the place?" And I just looked at her and I went, "Yeah." And then she started cracking up, and I was like, "No, seriously, it is." So I opened up my Grinder and started scrolling for her, and was showing her every single person's profile in some way, shape, or form had a peach or an eggplant.
oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so we do things a little differently, but yeah, I think straight men think that that's sexy. Be like, look at the fish that I caught for my woman because I'm a caveman, and you're gonna
Right?
want
I was like,
this.
what?
And little do they know that like 90% of the women are like, you're nasty for that, you know?
Like, look, if you want to show me that you can provide for me, like in that hunter gatherer kind of mentality, put some fucking pictures of you making tacos up here, okay?
Yeah, for real. Or like walking into a grocery store, you know?
Right? Like, I can cook, or hey, bitch, I'll
Yeah.
buy you tacos. Like, show me a picture of you in line at Taco Bell, just
Yeah.
like ordering.
And not just on a slow day, but like on a busy like night after the bar, you know?
Right? Like, you would care for me so much that you would sit in that line for an hour to get me a goddamn nacho del grande.
Exactly. Because that's commitment and that's love.
Right? Like, that's what I need to be seeing. I don't need to see that you're gonna go out and catch me a fucking fish and then do what?
Yes,
You expect me to
exactly.
eat it?
Well,
You expect me
no,
to
they're gonna
eat that
expect you to.
afterwards?
They're gonna expect you to cut it open and descale it, and then dip it in flour and stuff. And because again, they're
Oh,
they're straight men, they think that women should do that stuff.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I honestly don't know. Like, I mean, literally, that's 90% of the profiles out there, and then the other 10% are like weirdo guys, like that just say really like weird, fucking bizarre shit, and you're like, oh god, that guy has some head in his freezer.
I say turn lesbian. That's probably your better bet.
Okay,
But
well, I left
until
my
that
ex-husband. I left
happens,
my ex-husband because I'm not a lesbian. So.
but but in the meantime, I'm just going to throw it out there that granted, probably most men out there are gross, disgusting pigs,
I
but not every
know.
single one is.
I know it's
So
so
there may
hard
be that right
though.
one.
It's like, I'm not even looking like I don't even need a relationship. I just kind of like, want to bang and have some fun. And it's
Yeah.
like, how can I like when all of these profiles are just so disgusting? And like one guy like DMs me, he's like, "You're hot, let's meet." And I was like, "Clearly, sir, you have no idea what foreplay is. So why the fuck would I meet up with you?"
Now, see, for me, that is the foreplay.
You want a
Because,
girl? I need a little
because,
extra.
because, see, when they say that, it's the excitement of, are they going to actually send me their address? When I
Yeah,
say sure, what's your digits? Like,
yeah. Well, us girls, our shit doesn't just come to attention at the thought of
well, you're
anything.
looking for fun, you
I
said,
know, but that's
so
not how
you
girls
have to.
work.
Well, you're going to have to succumb to that a little bit then.
No, we need a little bit of like just a little bit. Like I don't need like
You can't get that once you get
out.
to his house.
I have no idea because for me, it's a lot of it's mental. So if I can't stand the way that you talk, or we can't have like a semblance of some kind of little bit of conversation, then I'm not going to be able to intellectually allow my body to get in the mood to bang you.
Oh, see, I'm totally wired differently.
Yeah, I think men and women are wired differently in a lot of ways, and that's one of
Yeah.
them. Is not all women. Some women can just get in there and get to it, but most of the women I talk to, like just you need a little bit of intellectual stimulation to go with a
Have
physical.
you stated that in your profile?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to be very clear.
Because I mean, but keep in mind when you say I need intellectual stimulating, that might not be what they're
Well,
hearing.
talk dirty to me, Daddy. Like, come on. Like, build me up
Yeah.
here a little bit.
Yeah. So just remember, use simple words, but use words that are clear. Because again, men read things very differently. So
I'm just gonna make me a robot sex slave and just call it
yeah.
a day.
Because when you say you need intellectual stimulation, they're just thinking like they're going to stick something in you, and that's going to make you smarter.
Yeah. They're like,
It's
well, when you
like
hit the D,
yeah,
that's how it's
exactly.
smarter. Oh, thank you. Yes. So, straight men, if you're out there listening, I just want to say, fish pics, let's avoid those. And
Yeah.
ladies do need a little bit of intellectual massaging before they can go deep diving with you.
See, again, I'm hearing all kinds of not what you're actually saying. Because I heard going deep and
Goddamn caveman brain.
sorry.
All right, honey. I still love you.
Oh, we'll
All
figure it out for you
right.
one day.
Okay, one day we'll figure it out. I did see this guy on House Hunters International. He seemed like my type, but I have no way of getting in contact with him. So,
So when you say House Hunters International, was he some like eccentric gay man who was
well,
buying a new house abroad for him and his stable boy?
no, maybe I don't know. I don't have any proof that he was straight,
So you're taking that and running with it. I could
right?
I could accept that.
I mean, people always think that they can like ungay somebody. Maybe yeah. So maybe I could ungay him.
Yeah. I actually know somebody who was on House Hunters International.
Shut up.
Yeah. Some guy that I used to know through my old workplace. He was his family owned a business, which ironically, he's a multimillionaire and he literally does shit all day, except for whine and gripe about everything because he thinks his life is so hard. And he bought a house in Paris and had it remodeled and everything, and he was part of the whole House Hunters International for that.
So do we get to go stay at his house or something?
Oh god, I wouldn't. No, he's an asshole.
I know. Well, everybody in France is. It's fine.
No, no, he's not from France. He's from Ohio.
I know, but still, he fits in.
Yeah. So
I mean, like, what if we just like pretend to be his
you could
friend?
befriend him. I'm telling you, if you ever met the guy in real life, you'd be like, nope, not worth it.
Well, just text me his name.
I will.
I'm like in Paris. God damn it! I'm too poor. We need a place to stay.
uh,
Have you seen the show The Great on Hulu?
the Great? No, I never
Uh
heard of it.
huh. Okay, you need to go and you need to watch it. Like
Okay.
that. It is. It's got Jennifer Lawrence's ex-boyfriend, that cute little boy, Nicholas Holt, who I think is super adorable, and I want him to be my ex boyfriend. And it's got Elle Fanning, and it is about Elle Fanning is Catherine from Austria, and she goes to Russia and marries the Russian emperor. I think it's Peter. It's that one,
Hmm.
and it's freaking hilarious.
I just pulled it
Like,
up on my phone. This actually, I'm just looking at the cast, and they do look extremely sexy. So,
yeah, hot cast, actually, like
hmm.
amazingly talented cast.
Huh.
They did
Yeah.
such a good job.
And I don't
And
know who this Nicholas Holt is, but damn, I want to do him.
right? Like, oh my Lord
Yeah.
God, Jennifer Lawrence, J Law girl, how'd you get that up? Like, oh
Yeah.
my God. Whew,
Hmm.
I would not have
Yeah.
let that go. I would have locked her into
I
the
I
basement.
endorse this show.
Right? Yes.
I totally have to
So
watch
hot.
this now.
So
That's
hot.
exciting.
But it is hilarious. Like it is like they it's dark humor, very raunchy, no punches pulled humor. Like
Hmm.
they will go with any joke anywhere, and it's like, I
My
mean,
kind of
it's
humor.
it is amazing. You're gonna I think you're
Yeah.
gonna love it. I
I'm
want
actually writing it down
everybody
as we speak because I need to see this.
I want everybody in the world out there in podcast land to watch it because it is
Speaking
funny.
of shows on, and no, this is on Netflix. So, have you ever seen the show Sex Education?
Yes.
Oh my
I
God, is
remember you
that
had
not?
asked me about that, and I couldn't remember if I'd watched it,
Yeah.
but I did.
Did you? Oh my God, isn't it great?
It is really, really
That
good.
to me is because that's one of those two. It's the humor piece that I love because their stuff is just off kilter enough that it keeps me like pissing my pants the whole time.
Yeah,
So if that's what the grade is like, I totally am down for it.
yeah. I think you're gonna. It is very similar. I think the sex education is a little bit drier humor.
So there's a little bit more
It's
direct, but
yeah, because that's the British humor. British humor is
yeah,
so subtle sometimes
true.
that
Which I watch a lot of British stuff, so for me, I guess yeah, I guess that's just natural, but
well, I a lot of times have to watch it with subtitles on because
because you can't understand them.
well, I can understand them, but you miss a lot because when people talk so fast, you like miss some of the nuances of some of the jokes, and
See,
so it's
and
like,
I sit there and watch so much of it because I want to like embrace all of their culture for when I get to run away and live with them. That I
yeah,
But it was funny because with that in mind, I was watching a show the one day with my sister, and it was in England, so they were talking obviously with their high accents, and the entire time we're watching, my sister just goes, "What the hell have they been saying? I don't understand anything they're saying. What are you watching?" And I go, they're speaking English. like
it's the same language we
like
speak.
yeah, and they actually invented it, so we should know this a little bit better. Thank you. Like we just stole it from them, like we've stolen everything else, like the land from the Native Americans, and like
Just everything that we steal, it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, like just stop with your white privilege, honey, and learn some English.
Yeah, I had to do that with like, you know how much I love Sherlock.
Oh yes.
My Benedict Cumberbatch, Lord.
Now, see, I
Like,
actually have to keep rewinding that just so I can keep staring at different angles.
oh my God. So I'm on those cheekbones. Lord Jesus, help me.
Yeah, everything about
But
him is just perfection.
I know that voice and everything. But I'm, what I'm trying to say in
Okay,
between
sorry.
ooh, my heart palpitations and stuff is that, like, I watched those shows so many times,
uh,
and I watched them several times with the subtitles and caught things that I didn't catch on the first several re-watches
yeah.
because, like, it's such fast-paced dialogue and things are moving at like lightning speed, and you're
Mm,
like, wait a minute, that was a funny ass joke.
yeah. And I'll tell you, that's, yeah, in my opinion. Now, again, like I said, for me, I don't have to do that because I obviously watch enough of it that I think it's just second nature for me to catch on to it quick that way. But their humor, I don't care what anybody can say, is probably some of the most intelligent, funny things that you could ever imagine. Like they're
Yeah,
so intricate about it, how they do it too. And
yeah, there's
especially
definitely
like you said too,
layers.
if you're really not paying attention, you could very easily miss it. but when you catch it, it's gold.
Yeah,
It's like
it's golden.
it
And
is. It's like a
I think
golden
you'll find
shower.
the great does do a good job of that. They're a little bit, like I said, a little more in your face about some things, but there's really good nuance too. And then
Yes.
one thing I want to tell you before we do our thing of the week, because Benedict Cumberbatch made me think about this,
Mhm.
um, is I found this in the author world. Everybody's been talking about this new tool called Art Reader,
What's that?
and basically what it is it allows you to create images like photographs or
Hmm.
characters by taking different faces and like mixing them together, basically like
Oh,
genetically,
that's fun.
right?
So you can make
So
your own custom sex god
yeah, but you can also upload pictures. So tonight I'm gonna upload a picture of me and a picture of Benedict Cumberbatch,
and
and
see
then
what your
you
love
can,
child would look like.
yes, and see what our babies are
I
gonna look like.
think that's genius. You need to send me the link to this. I am totally doing it because I want to see what me and Jason Stackhouse's baby would look like.
Yes. Oh my god, you guys are gonna have such pretty
I
babies.
know he would. I mean, he's pretty, I'm pretty, it's bound to
I know.
happen.
It was like
And I want to
this.
say hi to Taz, who I see joined as well.
Hi, Taz. It was like
Sup?
literally the first thing I thought about doing when I found out about the tool was like, wait a minute. I can see what me and my babies would look like with all the hot
That
mazes I love.
seriously, that shit is like golden right there. We're doing it.
Oh my
So yeah, you need to
god.
send me that link so I could get on it.
I know. So go to Art Breeder, guys, and upload a picture of yourself and your favorite celebrity crush, and find out what your baby's gonna look like.
Love it.
Even though I don't want any babies anymore, I just
Yeah,
want to know
me
that our
either.
babies would have been pretty.
Well, that's all I care about is just to know that, if man on man sex were able to produce a child, what it would look like.
Yes. Are we? But you know what? I used to do that on The Sims all the time because I had a bunch of like mods
Okay,
that
you
I
might
could
yell at me
play.
again, but I've never played that either.
It's okay. You don't have.
I'm like, I think
It's
that everything
okay.
that's like highly publicized in pop culture, I'm like, no thanks.
Whatever.
yeah, can't do
Um,
it.
well, I had like all these mods for the game that you could put in that allow you to like hack past the programming of the
Hmm.
system. And so I could do like male on male pregnancies. I could do teen pregnancies, do woman on woman pregnancies. And so I used to like really like run some pretty stringent genetic testing programs on my Sims,
Huh.
and getting them to breed and breed until I got like the perfect looking Sim out of the
Uh,
breeding.
I endorse that.
Yeah, we get some really pretty looking Sims, but if the baby was
Mhm.
ugly when it grew up, I would kill it. So
Yeah.
they were gonna take my Sim gene pool,
Oh,
which
you're like, you
I
don't make the cut. I'm
know,
sorry. You've
which
been
I might sound
eliminated.
really gross and like very Nazi-esque, but it was just in The Sims, guys. It's fine. I
It's
was
not
just
real life
trying.
yet. Yeah.
I was just trying to make like a supermodel utopia
Oh,
where everybody was beautiful. God damn it.
so it'd be like living in my life.
Yeah,
All things beautiful.
exactly. Everything's pretty
I'm
around
the
me.
most decadent thing you could ever imagine.
Get out of here with your flaw. Flawed bitch. I hate you.
I
Go. Be
know,
gone.
flaws are
Get out.
gross.
Ew. Oh, okay. So what's your pick of the week, my darling?
Well, ironically, speaking of pick of the week and being all super flawed, my actual pick is for subscription boxes
Oh my god, they're
because
the best.
I think we all need to be able to step back, get rid of those flaws that we feel we have about ourselves, and have a moment to just love yourself and enjoy the moment of what you have and play with the little fun toys and whatever you get.
Yeah,
Like,
subscription
honestly,
boxes are my jam.
I I've seen online and have gotten different things. Like there's ones called let me think for a second. Candy Club and
Ooh.
Universal Yum, which are like snack subscription boxes. So like when you order
Yes.
them, they'll send you like a mixed pack of like different treats. And I'm all about like having, I call it pretty time. So we're going to make that my bougie pick of the week is pretty time, because you need to be able to take that moment where you take your phone and put it aside. You put on a really good movie. You have a little decadent treat for yourself, and you just sit there and enjoy everything about that. And don't think about things that stress you out or people annoying you with texts or anything that's important. You just worry about you and yourself.
It is, and it's like super cool. Like, I got them for my mother and my ex mother in law,
Hmm.
for Mother's Day this year. I got
Yeah.
them each like two separate, different type of like box,
Uh huh.
and I got them each a 3 month subscription because I thought it would be so fun that like instead of just getting the gift the one time, they got
Well,
it
and
like a 3 month period.
it's exactly, and even too, like to give you an example. Oh, actually, talking about this too. A couple weeks ago, you had mentioned to our listeners that you had a couple surprises that you were sending me.
Oh yes.
So I have to actually share them because obviously this goes into it. So one of them she got me was the RuPaul's Drag Race Tarot deck. So Theta, you are flawless and amazing. You took
Oh,
everything I love in one.
I mean, they're
You
not the
win.
best for actually reading tarot.
Yeah, they are. They're still exactly the same as a tarot deck. So the only difference is you have the joy of getting to see, faces like Miss Vanjie and Alaska Thunderfuck and all that
I'm
good
just
stuff in
going
the
to
process.
say, as a master level tarot card reader now, that I've been through my courses, they are not the best for it, but they are fucking fun as shit. So.
They're the best for it. Because we're going to agree to disagree on that because they still have all the same suits. You just have to now work around the fact that they're drag queens.
Yes, we have the same suits, but the same symbology is not layered into
Oh,
it.
blah, blah. If you get a reverse Miss Vanjie, you know some shit's up, okay?
Okay, that's true.
So,
Accurate.
but we could agree to disagree on that. I just think they're
Okay,
flawless because
would
you sent me
agree.
the perfect gift ever. And then the other thing, which, oh, by the way, this is all an early birthday gift because my birthday is next Saturday. So
It
everybody
is.
should hail me and go to my Instagram page at Maxine Factor and DM me to send me some gifts for my birthday. I will never say
Happy birthday,
no.
send gifts.
Yes. But no, seriously. So Theta sent me a subscription box from Sugar Muses, which is an online witchy company that sends fun witch gifts. And
Yes.
I had so much fun with this. And literally, I don't mean to put the pressure on you, Theta, but I told all of my friends, I was like, look what this bitch got me for my birthday. You guys have some big shoes to fill. I don't think any of you are going to live up to this standard.
It's a fucking bougie box, huh?
It's the bougiest, yes. And it was one of those things, again, talking about the whole, pretty time and having some self love. I got a lovely book. There was a pretty pendant in there. There was some candles and ritual and oils and all kinds of fun stuff there was even tea. So I was able to pour myself a nice hot cup of tea while I had the air in my house going nice and cold because I don't like the sun. So,
Exactly.
oh my God, like I had the best time of my life having just a Maxine Bougie day with her witchy supplies. So
And they pack so much into that box, you feel like you're just endlessly pulling stuff out of
they
it.
really did, yeah. But that's what I mean, honestly, like, that Sugar Muses was the witch box. Candy Club, Universal Yum are really good ones, like I said, for the snacks. Then they have like Birchbox and FabFitFun, which are all like the beauty supplies and whatnot. Which I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know if you know this, but Birchbox has a men's grooming
Oh,
as
does
well.
it? Oh,
So I think
nice.
that's really cool because, a lot of times these boxes are kind of, not that I'm objecting to it, but they're female centric.
Right.
And, most men probably don't want a new shade of lip gloss, even though I do. But,
That's not.
but,
What?
yeah. But for those who don't, they actually have ones that are like, different aftershave kits and all that good stuff as well, as part of that. So, yeah, so I think that's definitely a good fun pick to have. So,
All right. Well, bitches, that is our time for this week. So go out and do like Miss Maxine says and get
and
some
love
self
yourself.
care. Love
Just don't love yourself in
yourself.
public where you could get arrested. Because
Oh.
that's a little kind of different version of love yourself.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting to see how long that would take you to catch on.
I was just like, I was like, should I tell the story about the time I got arrested having sex in the park now or later?
Can we please tell that soon? Even if
We'll
it's not
rain check
today?
that today.
I'm okay with that. But before we forget to, I do want to mention I did, threaten everybody to send me birthday love for next Saturday on my Instagram at Maxine Factor. But also don't forget to follow Theta's personal page at Theta Valley and our Two Queens checking in page, which is at Those Two Queens, also on Instagram.
Yes, please, bitches, follow us, help us.
Yes, I like getting followed, so please follow me. And if you make it
Mm.
stalkerish, it's even more sexy.
Wow. All
Wow.
right, guys. We love y'all, and we will see you bitches next week.
Yes. See
Bye.
ya. Bye.